What's going on, guys? JT here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have some Star Wars news for you guys with Bryce Dallas Howard discussing some of the future Star Wars shows and movies and what her involvement could be within those. So we have this article here from the Collider.com stating Star Wars Skeleton Crew is the latest series set in the galaxy far, far away, but this one is set to be slightly different as it will aim for a slightly younger audience. The good news for Star Wars fans, though, is that a familiar face will be guiding hand in making of the series, focusing on a group of kids lost in the galaxy and drawing inspiration from classic Amblin films. At Fan Expo Boston, Collider Steve Wintraub caught up with Bryce Dallas Howard to discuss her involvement in the Star Wars universe. So they go on to say, known for her directing work on The Mandalorian and The Book of Boba Fett, which, by the way, I thought her episodes were fantastic in both, Howard is now set to direct an episode of Skeleton Crew. The series, created by John Watts and Christopher Ford, is set to premiere later this year. Wintraub kicked off the interview with a question many fans have been wondering: is Howard returning to the Star Wars sandbox soon? And will we get a feature-length Star Wars project with her at the helm? So she says, well, I wish. So what I'll say is that I'm doing a episode of Skeleton Crew, which I'm super excited about. I went to college with John Watts and his writing partner in this, Chris Ford. And so that was very exciting getting to do that. She says, and I love, again, for the children in the audience, I'll be mindful. I sometimes characterize myself in a professional sense as a dominant submissive. What that means is that I'm very happy to go and play in someone else's sandbox and be a part of a team and to kind of be a vessel for someone else's vision and try to kind of execute their vision with great enthusiasm as if it's my own. And then I also really love to work with a team and be kind of team captain and enjoyed that. I have strength in that area. I love filmmaking. I love directing. And so I would absolutely love to direct a Star Wars film. I would absolutely love to have a Star Wars show. So very interesting there. Obviously, she's been doing some great directing work with The Book of Boba Fett and The Mandalorian. And she's actually taken after her father's footsteps here. Of course, Ron Howard, a fantastic director, and got his own Star Wars film himself with Solo, a Star Wars story, which I think is super underrated. So hopefully one day she'll be able to get this feature film of her own and showcase her talents, because I thought her episodes are really good in both of those shows, and I'm sure whatever she does here in the Skeleton Crew will be fantastic as well. But they go on to say, Bryce Dallas Howard believes taking on creative roles in Star Wars takes courage, especially these days with how difficult it is with the new content and the fandom being kind of split. I feel like, unfortunately, these days on the different projects that have come out. They write, Howard's admiration for the current creators in Star Wars universe was evident. What that takes, I've now seen it up close and personal. It takes remarkable courage. It takes incredible mastery, a lot of humility, the ability to listen, to pivot, and I have so much admiration for the folks who are doing that, she explained. And so if I was ever to be brought the opportunity, I would absolutely jump at it. But I'm incredibly, incredibly, incredibly proud and impressed with everyone who's currently doing that in the Star Wars universe. And I was at the Boston Fan Expo as well. I got to meet her and talk to her a little bit as well. And she really expressed that sentiment to me as well. We talked about the new Mandalorian movie coming out and she'll be on it. She was just talking about how proud and amazing Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are in their work, and that she'll be letting them do their thing, but she would love to come back and be a character in the movie, and for them not to forget she's an actress as well, which I thought was pretty cool. They add, Howard highlighted the cohesive storytelling across the Star Wars series, as well as praising the king of stop motion, Phil Tippett, who was brought on board to bring an old school feel to the series. So there is a cohesive storytelling with Ahsoka, with Skeleton Crew, with Mandalorian, with Boba Fett that is wonderful, and because of that, it's not the wheel every single time. And so there are able to be these moments where, John has been bringing Phil Tippett in since the absolute beginning. He helped design the Purge in my episode of Boba Fett. And so just getting to do that more and more and more has been really remarkable. Overall, I'm a massive fan of Bryce Dallas Howard, and I think if she's given the keys to a show or a movie, she will knock it out of the park. So I'm super excited to see what her future is, especially in the directing role. She's done some amazing things as an actress, so we'll see if she ends up getting her show one day or if it'll be a movie, but I'm super excited to continue to follow her career and see where it goes. But in the comment section below, let me know your thoughts on this news, and as always, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.